Vanessa, it's so nice to meet you. So I'm Mel
Hi.
Davis, but formerly Melissa Davis. I run the blog publication Moments with Mel, where I talk about really cool things that are in content and media and things that are upcoming. And this show, this app sort of fits into that. My perspective is sort of talking about you and I sharing a moment, sharing a minute in time, discussing what this is going to be about. So I have a few questions for you, and it'll be about 10 minutes.
Great.
So the first thing I'd like to ask you is about your character, Mother Mary. So from season one, we've seen her grow a lot. How would you say she's developed from season one to season five?
I think um I think when we first see her, Jesus hasn't yet started his public life. So, or we see her at a moment when he does. And so the the impact of that in her life, I think is is big, although I think she doesn't get to see him as much as she'd like. All mothers, I guess, have the same problem. Even
Exactly.
today, everyone can relate. But it's one of those things where like, oh, okay, so this is started. And so it's new to for her too. Everything is kind of um, she's also trying to grapple with um the fame, because the everyone now knows in her small town that he's been doing miracles and
Do you
these.
think, from her perspective, do you think that people believe Jesus? Do you think they believe him? Or they or that they believe her about him, like her
I
perspective?
think there's people who may be skeptical. And
Mhm.
so, I don't know if it's her place to kind of go and say, no, yes, he is. It's I don't think that's her, but she definitely, is open to talking to these people, and she's very active in her community too. I'm sure she's part of the women. Back then
Yes.
communities were a lot more um, um, you had much more participation from your neighbors, and it really was a community. And so I feel like there must have been people who kind of thought,
Mhm.
well, this sounds a little crazy,
Of
and some
course.
other people who did, just like like every moment in time, I guess. But yeah, I think all this is quite new for her, and so all things that, of course, something new and dangerous, because the fact that he might be saying that he's the Messiah is not small potatoes. This is punishable by law, by
Do
the
you
law.
think, sorry,
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
do you think that Mother Mary is really supportive of Jesus this season with this?
Absolutely. Oh yes, absolutely. I think I think she's cautious. She might have worries, and she might have concerns of different sorts, like, oh, why did you say that? Oh, that was too much. Maybe that was, do you want to be stirring the pot so much? And um but of course, at the end of the day, I think she trusts him. I think that's key. I think she trusts him, and has faith in him, and so mm, like I said, she's going through a lot of, oh, is this what's happening? Okay, well, okay, let me try to digest this, you know.
Having a moment with me. I know we're running out of time here. What would you say people can expect overall from season five? Anything that you could share with us would be nice.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's a season that comes packed with so many iconic moments. It's, you have from the very beginning, you have the huge entrance into Jerusalem, and where we had 600 extras on set with us, and just beautiful to watch. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. And it's so exciting. But also, you have the turning of the tables in the market. You have Judas's betrayal. You have the Last Supper, of course. You have the introduction of many pivotal characters that you'll see in next seasons and beyond. So really, it's a really and I always like to say this because people don't expect this, but political intrigue. Like, when do you, when would you even expect that as part of a Jesus show, I guess? But it
You
really puts
don't.
things into perspective. Exactly. Into perspective because it's always kind of, well, maybe not confusing, but it, there's always a question like, how did he go from entering triumphantly into the city and then being crucified 5 days later? And so it's really interesting to see the scheming of that goes behind the scenes. And so I think for at least for history buffs like me, I think that's also something to look forward to.
All right, that's our time. But thank you so much for sitting with me, Vanessa. And I can't wait to see the rest of the app. And I also can't wait to see the season as well.
Thanks, Mel. It was great chatting with you.
Bye.